Hello, Feel Good Pilates Nation. How are you? New class for you. Two toys for this class, though you don't have to use either, or you can just use one. Whatever you have, just go with it. So we've got a foam block and a loop band, okay? So let's start by placing the block down on the mat. We're gonna start standing up. We're gonna take our loop band in both of our hands. We're gonna take a wide stance with the feet. You're gonna reach the arms nice and long down your front, okay? So just get settled in there, start to pull the abs in, lengthen up through the back body. We're gonna inhale that band up, just opening up your front body, getting that breath activated, exhaling it back down. Two more, inhale up and exhale down. One more, inhale up. Good, hold it here. Let's rotate over to the right. Long arms are gonna come down on your right side. Good. Bring those arms back up through your center and rotate on over to the left, bringing the arms down that side. So a couple of rainbows here, just getting everything opened up and activated. Good. And let's do two more. Breathing. And last one. Good. And then bring that band back up overhead. We're going to take our chin to our chest, pull our abs in, and start to bow down. Arms stay nice and long over your head. You're going to reach through your legs. Good. And then ground down through those feet, pull those abs in, take that band nice and long up high. Do it again, chin to chest, start to bow down, send those arms through. Good. And then roll back up. Awesome job. Okay, let's bring our feet underneath our hips, okay? And we're going to take the band onto our forearms, okay? Not on your wrists. So make sure your wrists are free and clear. So your palms are going to face each other, okay? You're going to bring your elbows down by your side. You should have some resistance here already. Soft knees, pull the abs in, lengthen up through the back body. We're going to send the arms out, shoulder height, press out on your band, back into shoulder width and down. Okay, so lengthen out, open, close, and in. Reach out, close, in. Keep going. Out, out, in, reach out, in. Let's do two more of these, okay? Keeping that nice long spine, hold it out here, and let's just press out on the band here. Press out, out. Now, long arms, okay? Shoulders are down off your neck, knees are unlocked and softened, okay? And just press out, 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 out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Keep your elbows at shoulder height, just bend at the elbow, okay? And we're gonna do a little up, little down, little up, little down for 6 and 5. Good. Keep pressing out on your band. 3. Good. 2. Last one. Bring the elbows down by your sides once again. Let's pivot the palms to face up, okay? Now, check on the shoulders or off the neck. Spine nice and long. Send your arms out. Press out. Back in. Elbows come in. So out, out, in, and in. Good. Reach. Good. And make these intentional, okay? Out, out, in. And let's do two more. Out, out, in. Last one, hold it here and just press out, out, out. Now look at those palms. Make sure they are facing up. They haven't caved in, okay? So up, that's it. Reach them. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Bend at the elbows, okay? Palms facing back. Elbows are at shoulder height. Little up, little down. Little up, little down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Bring the elbows back down. Now you're going to pivot those palms to face down, okay? So elbows are on your sides, soft knees, long spine. Reach out, press out, in, elbows in, okay? So out, out, in. Good. Hopefully you have, if you're using a band, you've got a nice taut one, okay? Because the more resistance on these, the better. We're sculpting the upper part of the arm. Good. Let's do two more. Lengthen out, out, in, hold it out here and just pulse out, 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 out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Bend at the elbow, palms face forward, just like mine. Elbows at shoulder height, little up, little down, little up, little down for 5 and 4. Good. 3 and 2. Last one. Good. And bring it all down. Good. Get rid of that. Shake it on out. Woo, and let's keep moving along here. We're going to place our legs both into the band, okay? And you're going to place it at the base of your calf. So find your calf muscle back there and just put the band just at the bottom of it, at the base, okay? Hands are going to come behind you in your lower back. Open up your shoulders, okay? Soften the knees, and then really sit down and then come forward with a nice long spine. We're going to take a step out to the right and then to the left, okay? So lateral side movement here, okay? And you're only bringing this leg in. Don't lose your band, okay? So you kind of have to keep the feet separated. So stay nice and low, okay? And start to fire up that side hip. Good. We've got 4 more sets. And 3. Stay low, breathe. Good. 2. Last set. Good. Bring it over to the right. Hands are going to reach behind your head. Lengthen up through that back body. Hips are square to me. That left big toe is kind of kickstanding into the mat. Soften your right knee. You're just going to lift that left leg up and down. Lift, lower. Good. For 6 and 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, hold this one up, hold. Take that long leg forward to your mat and then rainbow it behind your mat, okay? So use the width of the mat to rainbow that leg forward and back, okay? So keep going and pull your abs in. We're starting to stabilize here in our powerhouse. Good, you've got 2 more sets. Good, and last set. Good, bring that foot back on the mat. Let's bring those hands back behind our lower back. Bend your knees, slight forward, abs pulled in. Start to do those lateral steps again, okay? Nice wide ones. That band is still at the base of your calf, okay? So if it's migrated, fix it. Good, you've got 3 and 2. Last one. Good, now bring it over to the left side, okay? So ground down through that left foot, soft knees, elbows wide, hands behind the head, long right leg. Start to lift and lower, lift and lower. For 6 and 5, breathe through it. 4 and 3, good. 2, hold this one up. Take that leg forward of your mat and then rainbow it behind, forward and back, okay? So really feel that hip kind of moving front to back. Good. Let's do 2 more sets. Back, last one. Good, and bring both feet down on the mat. Nice job. Okay, let's bring that band to our ankles, and we're gonna come to the end of our mat, make our way down onto our mat via our plank series, okay? So feet right underneath the hips, band is on the ankles. Inhale those arms up. Nice long spinal stretch here. Good. Chin to chest. Let's start to roll down our spine. Okay, 1 vertebrae at a time until we can get our palms onto the mat. And let's just do a nice forward fold here. So bend the knees, okay, to connect the chest to the tops of the thighs. Shake out your head for a second. Feel the blood kind of rushing to the brain. Okay, 1 inhale, exhale here. Good, and then palms are gonna root down into the mat. You're gonna walk yourself out to a plank. Okay, so you can be on your hands or your forearms. Start to organize. Okay, pull the abs in, lower the hips. Your gaze is forward. You're gonna take your right leg up off the mat, nice and long. You're just gonna pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Place it down. Let's do the left. Left leg lifts. Okay, start to pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that foot down, hold. We're just gonna hold our plank here. Okay, fire up the whole entire body for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, untuck those toes, send those hips back to your heels. Quick little reset here. Good. Reach those arms out nice and long, and then start to sit back on those heels and roll yourself up to seated. Nice job. Let's flip around, okay? And we are going to, let's see, place the band into the arch of the foot. Okay, so make sure it's pretty deep in that arch. It's not up on the ball of the foot or the toes. You don't want to lose the band, okay? And then you're going to bring your seat to the middle of the mat, okay? And your knees are bent. Your heels are both grounded into the mat, toes up. Let's bring our foam block out in front of us if we're using it. I just want you to shift side to side and start to feel those sit bones that we sit on, okay? And then start to anchor down through both of them, finding your neutral spine here, okay? Drop the shoulders, pull the abs in, tuck the tail, start to roll back, keeping your block nice and steady in front of you. Good, and then scoop out the abs and start to roll up. So let's just do a few of these, okay? Accessing your abs. Good, and rolling up, keep those heels grounded. Good, find a nice breath flow. And up, good, let's do two more. 2, and up, good, last one. Good, hold it back here. You're gonna take your right leg, you're gonna bring that shin up to the bottom of the block and then bring it back down. Left shin is gonna come up, tap the block, bring it down. So alternating legs up, okay? And keeping that block up high. Don't bring the block down to the shin, bring the shin up to the block. Okay, nice flexed feet. So you kind of have to ground down with that other heel, okay? And then let's do 3 more. 3, good. And 2, last one, hold this next leg up. Let's bring both legs up to a tabletop. I'm losing my voice. Let's send your foam up higher and then bring it down to your right side. Good, and then bring it up through center. Bring it to your left, okay? So going up and then down, up, down. Good, up, down. Let's do 3 more here. Breathe it out. 2, good. Last one. Nice. Bring it up. Now, bring the foam in between your knees. Squeeze it together. Come down onto your elbows. Okay, so you're on your elbows, you're lifted up out of your shoulders, your abs are pulled in. You're going to squeeze the block in between the knees as you take the feet out and back in, out and in, out, in. So it's a little internal hip rotation movement here as you squeeze those knees together, juicing up the hips. Good, you've got 4. Your gaze is over the block. Good, give me 2 more. Good, last one. Good, just hold everything there. You're gonna come all the way down, okay? Hold your legs where they are, scoop your abs in, head, neck, shoulders lift up and down, okay? So lifting and lowering. Looking in between your legs when you come up, okay? Not at the ceiling. Let's do 4 here. And 3. Good, 2. 1 more, hold it up here. Grab your foam with your right hand. Okay, place it on the top of your left thigh. Press it in there with your right hand. Look over your left thigh and start to send your right leg out and back in. Reach in. Good. Reach in. Give me 4 here. Good. 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it in. Let's switch legs. So foam block is going to go on the right thigh, held there by your left hand. You're looking down your right thigh now. Your left leg is going to press out and come back in. Reach it out and in. Good. For 4 and 3. Good. Scoop out your abs. 2. Last one. Good. Bring it all in. Bring your head down. Nice job. Keep the band where it is. You're going to take your block. You're going to take the lowest setting underneath your tailbone. Okay, so take a couple seconds, make sure your tailbone is firmly on the top of that block. Arms are going to be kind of out to your side, palms up. Okay, you still have the band in the arches of your feet. Pull your abs down, okay? Tuck your tail just a little bit, start to lift those legs up to a tabletop position. Good, from here, you're going to take them up nice and long from your hips. Soften the knees, flex the feet, and start to press out on your band. Out, out, good, out. So just Stay in the resistance. Don't bring the legs too far in where you lose the muscle. Okay, stay in contact with that muscle. Good. So just keep pressing out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it out there. Okay, these legs are going to go out to an angle back over the hips. Keep wide on your band as you do this. Okay, so we're just building up, progressing onto this move. Good. Keep those abs nice and pulled in. Okay, your hips are raised on the block. Okay, so you get a little more release from your hip flexors this way. 3 and 2. Last one. Hold it out here. Now bend your knees in, take the legs through tabletop, reach them up high, and take them out once more. Okay, so Ferris wheel. Reaching up, sending them out, pulling them in. Lengthen up, out, and in. Good. Up and out and in. Last one. Up and out. Pull it in. Take those legs up high. Hold. Now let's just reverse it. Bend the knees first. Stay wide on your band. Press away. Good. And then bring it up. Bend, press, and up. Bend, press, and up. 2 more. Bend, press, and up. Last one. Bend, press, hold it up here. Good. Now finally, bend your knees, take those legs back to tabletop and just press one at a time. So press, press. Keep your legs out there, okay? Not into your chest. Pull your abs in. Breathe. Good. Let's do 4, 3. You got it. 2. Last one. Good. Bring both legs to tabletop. Slowly lower those feet down to the mat. Good. Lift your hips up, okay? Remove the block. And now we're going to remove the band as well. Okay, we're going to bring both knees into our chest. Give yourself a little hug. Good. Hands on the shins. Let's start to lift nose towards knees. Okay, tight like a ball. Now shoot your left leg straight out, nice and long. Both hands are gentle on the right shin. Okay, let's start to pulse here for 2, 1, switch legs. 2, 1, switch, 2, 1, switch, 2, 1, switch for 4 and 3. Good. 2, hold here. The leg that's in your chest, elongate it. So you've got 2 long legs. Now option, if your neck is feeling something here, I want you to lower it down and press the back of the head into the mat, okay? Otherwise, you're nice and lifted up here. Pulse here for 2, 1, switch legs. 2, 1, switch, 2, 1, switch, 2, 1, switch, 2, 1, switch for 4 and 3. Good. 2 and 1. Good job. Hold your legs here. Hands are going to go behind the head now. Elbows wide. Press your head into your hands. Reach over that top leg. Look down that side of your hip. Good. And pulse here for 2, 1. Scissor the legs. Look down your other side. 2, 1. Scissor. 2, 1. Scissor. 2, 1. Scissor for 4 and 3. Good. 2 and last one. Now bring both legs together from your hips, lifting up. You can stay bowed up here or you can have your head down on the mat. Open the toes, connect the heels. So you've got a little piece of pie in between your feet. Okay, legs move as one unit. Take them out to an angle and back up over the hips. Out and back. Only go as far as you can to not arch your back, okay? For 3, we don't do many. And 2, last one, hold it out there. Reach your arms behind your head. Swim your arms around. Tuck your knees into your chest, hug. Do it again. So legs are going to go long, arms are going to reach in opposition. Good. Swim them around, hug. Do it again. Reach long, swim around, hug. Reach and around, hug. Good. For 3, work hard here. And 2, last one. Breathing. Good. Bring those knees in. Lower that head down. Well done. Nice job. Okay, let's bring our hands behind those thighs. Elbows wide. We're just going to start to rock and roll. Okay, so just give your spine a little massage here. This is a nice little transition move. And we're gonna make our way to sitting up. Nice job. Okay, let's take the band. We're gonna do some sideline leg circles. You're gonna bring it around 1 foot. Okay, you can pick any side. We'll do both sides. And you're gonna come down to the opposite side. So I'm on my left elbow with my right leg extended with the band in the arch of that foot. My bottom leg is bent, okay? From here, you're just gonna start to take that leg in big circles, okay? Thinking about opening up that hip, okay? So usually we do these on our backs, on our spines, but this is a nice little variation, okay? Stay lifted out of this bottom shoulder. Abs have been activated, so use them. Good. One more circle this direction. Nice. Let's reverse it. Take it the other way. Good. Open up for 3 and 2. Last one. Good. Bring that leg in line with your hip here. Okay, so you've got a nice long arm, long leg. Just bring it forward and then send it back. Okay, so that bottom leg kind of has to ground you. Okay, send it back. So it's a forward and back motion, opening up that psoas, that hip flexor area. Good. And let's do one more. And take it back for last time. Good. And then bring it in. Okay, pop up, bring both legs into the band, and you're going to take it up above your knee, about 1 inch to 2 inches above the knee, not on the knee. Stay on that same side, okay? So get yourself situated. Come on down, all the way down onto your mat. Stack the legs. Knees are a little bit ahead of you, okay? You can see them. And hips are stacked, knees are stacked, ankles are stacked. Pull your abs in. Try to lift your waist up, okay? Finding that neutral spine here. You're gonna take the top leg, just lift it up and down. Lift and lower. Good. Up and down. So only go as far down as you don't lose resistance on your band. Good. For 5 and 4, stay in it. 3, good. 2, last one. Now keep some resistance. Keep this bend in the back of the knee. Just send that leg back, okay? So you're pressing behind you and then back over the bottom leg. So back and forward, back and forward. You're not taking it forward of the bottom leg, just stacked over the bottom leg. Reach that foot back, pressing back behind you, squeezing the glute, okay, for 3 and 2. Last one, hold it back here, okay? And now keep this shape. You're just gonna lower and lift, lower, lift. Check on your abs. Have you lost them? I did for a second. I will admit that. And lift your waist, okay? So let's do 5 and 4. Go as high as you can. 3, 2, hold it up here, hold. Bring it back over the bottom leg, and now bring the knee into your chest and back over the bottom leg. Forward, good, and forward. Okay, so really work with that band. Okay, feel that resistance. Good. For 3 and 2, last one, hold it out in front of you. Same thing, just in the front. Lower and lift, lower and lift. So you can see my knee all the way down to my ankle are all in the same plane. Okay, so they're coming down to the floor at the same time. For 4 and 3, 2, good. Bring that, rest it down on the mat, okay? Now take the bottom leg, scoot it back a little bit, keep it bent. You're gonna lift it and lower, lift and lower, up and down. So really get deep into that inner thigh area, up and down. Good. For 5, go as high as you can. 4, little pause at the top. 3 and 2, hold this one up, hold. Lengthen out the leg and then send it even further back. Hold it there, flex the foot, and you're gonna lower and lift, lower, lift. 6 of these here. For 5, 4, 3, nice job. 2, hold this one up, hold, pulse it up to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got 2 more sets. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Well done. Bring the legs together. Pop yourself up and let's do the other side. Okay, so we're going to start with those leg circles on the other leg. So bring the band into the arch of that other foot, okay? And you're going to come down on the opposite elbow. Bottom leg is bent. Other leg is nice and long. Make sure you're pulled up out of your shoulder. Abs are engaged. Let's start taking that leg around in circles. Nice big circles. Open up that hip. Keep that bottom leg grounded, okay? So make these circles, customize them, okay? It's kind of how are your hips feeling today? 2, and last one, good. And then reverse the circles. Take it the other way. Yeah, really hydrate, mobilize. Good. For 3, and breathe. Yes, don't forget to breathe. 2, and last one, good. Lengthen out that leg here and just bring it forward. Okay, your hips are stacked, and then send it back. Okay, so open up that hip flexor a little bit, bring it forward and back. So we're doing some fascial stretching here. Okay, it's fascia is the tissue that surrounds the muscles, so they play a really important part of just keeping everything healthy. Good, back. And how about one more set? Good, and then bring it back home. Good, pop up, okay? Take that band, take both legs through it, okay? And bring it on up to your thighs, about 1 inch to 2 inches above the knee. We're coming all the way down onto that same side. Knees are bent, hips are stacked, okay? Your knees are a bit ahead of you. Let's take that top leg up off the bottom one and start to lift and lower, only lowering to where you don't lose your band, okay? So up and down. You can see your knees, everything's stacking. Okay, your hips are forward, abs are in, waist is lifted. Good. You can put your hand on your waist, you can put it up here, you can put it in front of you. Okay, but make sure the hips are doing the work. For 5 and 4. Good. 3 and 2. Last one. Hold it up. Okay, keep this bent knee, just press back. And then bring it over the bottom leg. Press back. Good. So keep on the same plane, okay? Just keep that foot flexed and just press back behind you. Good. For 5 and 4 and 3. Dos más. 2 more. Last one. Hold it back here. Lower that leg and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. Let's do 4 more of these. Up and 3. Good. 2. Last one. Hold it up. Good. Now bring that knee back over the bottom one. Okay. Keep it lifted and just bring the knee in towards your chest and then back over the bottom leg. Forward and back. Good. So same thing. We're just moving it towards you. Okay. For 4 and 3. Good. 2. Last one. Hold it here. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. So your knee and your ankle are coming down to the floor on the same plane. Okay. Good. For 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it all the way down. Okay. Take your bottom leg, send it back a little bit. Keep the knee bent though. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. As you're doing this, pull your abs in, lift your waist. Okay. For 5, really get it up high. 4, little pause at the top. 3 and 2. Last one, hold it up here. Lengthen that leg out. Keep the foot flexed. Send it back a little bit. And we're going to lift and lower. Lift, lower. Good. For 4 and 3. Good. 2, hold this one up. We're going to do those pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more sets. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower that leg down. Now stay low, okay? We're just gonna flow into the next sequence from here. Band stays exactly where it is. Let's roll onto our front body, okay? Take your legs to a nice V back there, a narrow V, and then arms are gonna reach out in front of you, also in a V, palms down into the floor. Okay, your head is lifted. You're just looking down. Actually, you're looking ahead of you about a foot. Okay, so you're not looking straight down, but ahead of you. Okay, so press your palms into the floor to get started. Tops of the feet should also be pressing. Activate your knees. Okay, pull your abs and tuck your tail. Let's take your right leg up, hold it there, and then bring your left arm up. So both left arm, right leg are lifted, and then lower them down. Other side, right arm, left leg, lift and lower. Keep going, alternating both sides, okay? So it's opposite arm, opposite leg, up and down, up and down. Good. Up, down. Keep going. Focus on your breath, focus on your alignment, and focus on reaching in opposite directions, okay? With those opposite sides. Great for the spine and the strength back there. Good. Now hold whatever arm leg you have up and then just switch, 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 switch. Start to kind of swim it out, palms facing down. Good. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now speed it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep everything lifted. Lower it down. Well done. Hands can go one on top of the other. Place your forehead onto your hands. Good. Let's send those feet up in the air and just do this reverse windshield wiper. Okay. Just release the hips, release the abs. Everything should be released right now. Nice job. Okay, bring everything back to center. Those feet come down. Hands go underneath the shoulders. Let's bend our knees and make our way up. Okay, so shift all the weight into your feet. Okay, and then let's shoot those hips up. Let's do that final forward fold that we always do. Okay, and at this time, you can take your band if you want to remove it or just keep it on your ankles until you get up. That's fine. Otherwise, you're really bending into those knees, trying to get that chest to connect with the tops of the thighs. Just let your head go, shake it out. Nice inhale, exhale here. And then bend even more into those knees. Let's start to roll ourselves up, okay? That head is super heavy. Arms, shoulders are very, very heavy. Okay, thinking about visualizing that spine stacking up one bone by one bone. Good, and then when you get to the top, roll those shoulders up and back. Beautiful job. Let's do one more thing here, okay, to finalize the deal. Nice wide stance with the feet. Reach those arms out to the side and just shift your rib cage side to side. So palms down, just reaching, nice and gentle, breathing. Good. And then center yourself. Let's ragdoll those arms, okay? Really look behind you. Let those arms just go. Let them fly. Nice bit of work today, guys. And then center yourself. Let's do a big inhale up, reaching, reaching, reaching. Good. Exhale it all down. And one more inhale up. Awesome. And exhale it all down. Woo, that was fun with the foam block and the band. Love it. Or you don't have to use them. Totally your choice. I will see you next class. Have a great day. I hope you feel amazing.